We are live.
We're dead.
Well, we may be dead, but we're live! Hello, world that may or may not be there. My name is Ari. I run this craziness that we call our D&D game. Stuff and nonsense. And I play all of the NPCs, of course, and everything else. But I play the party's healing monkey, Darvan, who healing's pretty much the only thing he's decent at, other than hurting his own teammates.
Yeah, you think the healer would be bad at that?
You would think. You would be wrong. We also have Michelle.
Hi, I play Inez, or otherwise known as Trogdor the Burninator, and occasionally a kobold named so-and-so.
Who will show up periodically in the future, but for now he is off on his own grand quest.
Yes. If there are Dargans, send help, Inez is coming.
We also have Zeke.
Hoi, I'm Tammy.
No, you're not.
Hi.
You're already in Coolig.
Oh yeah, I am already in Coolig, aren't I?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Zeke. I'm the guy with the computer that doesn't want to work today.
It already updated yesterday, though.
I know. The problem that's I'm having, it doesn't want to work. It's being slow.
It doesn't have the update excuse, so now it's just being a bitch.
As always, right?
Where did I cut my hand? Don't mind
me.
me.
We'll fix that.
No, it's not as much a cut. I think it's a paper cut more than an actual cut.
That. Maybe you have Darvan take a look at it.
No, I don't want it to get worse. Besides, he'd need
Adin.
glasses.
He's our team shooty, Sparky, belly thing.
Door opening.
The shooty, snarky, looty, malarkey.
Is that our new name for PUBG?
Does it work?
No! That involves it being awesome to be snarky.
Anyways, you've got Adin of the door opening, shooting, snarking, face palming.
And then, like everybody else, unlike everybody else, because Ari has her NPCs, and Michelle has her so-and-so, and Tegan has
the Drake.
And Mia has a Sorin.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
I just play Adin.
And Aiden's ego.
They're sometimes two different entities.
I think that Aiden's ego makes for enough for two people.
Are you saying you would also like to collect Pokemon?
So you want to be a Pokemon master?
And with that, we also have Mia.
I am Mia. I play Sorin, our dhampir druid, who happens to be coming along with this party, even though he has almost no social skills, no actual combat skills, and is mainly just really good with animals.
So, except for the good with animals part, he's just like Darvan.
Yeah.
And Adin.
I mean, he's even, not exactly horrific at healing. Amazingly.
Yeah. And you have a friend.
Accompanied by, or is accompanying, depends upon your perspective, Cubla,
our secondary
leopard,
smashy smash.
A lot more than he's been doing. Mainly because she has unending hunger and has about as much snarkiness as Adin, but cannot express it.
Except through interpretive dance.
Except now they have a bracelet of understand animals.
Yeah.
She has
so one person
resorted
can
to
understand Cubla at a time.
She has resorted to interpretive dance in the past, though.
Yeah.
Tegan is not here yet. Supposed to be showing up at some point.
So.
And when they do, Saerenrae, our half-orc barbarian, she of the Smashy Smash, and the giant hammers of doom.
It looks like Tegan might be coming in. His circle went green.
Oh, just went green?
Yeah.
Maybe coming in momentarily. That's kind of good timing, almost.
It would be great if the time park that came in right in time for introduction.
That would be kind of funny.
That would have been amazing.
That would have
been the equivalent of someone running, like, skidding into the... Like, I'm not late!
Squeak! Come here!
I don't know why I'm laying with my head right next to my computer, facing away from it, with my feet on my pillows. That's a good question.
Because it's comfier?
So
I'm sitting at a kitchen table, it's not comfy.
I'm looking straight at a figurine of the League of Legends champion Kindred, because I can.
So we'll continue with kind of our intro stuff. Last session, what happened last time? Anybody remember? It was a long time ago.
Was last time the wind? Was last time the wind?
No, wind was the time before. This was the one with the scars.
Oh, that's right. The
that almost killed Saerenrae.
That's right. Yeah. Last time was the scars of damp souls.
I heard a ding.
Ding?
You almost had amazing timing.
Oh, was I like?
You missed your introduction by like maybe 2 minutes.
Yep.
Hey.
Which means you can now introduce yourself.
Yeah.
And now we have Tegan.
Hi, I play Saerenrae, half-orc barbarian.
Smash.
That shouldn't tell everything.
She of the Smashy Smash.
And giant hammers of doom.
And giant hammers of doom.
We're very glad that Tegan's here tonight because Ari insists that she's going to kill us.
I didn't say that. I just said that you're gonna have to punch your way through almost 500 hit points combined.
AKA, we're dead. So Ari insists that she's going to kill us.
Maybe I'll be able to use that fighter character.
It is
insinuating.
It is end of module, guys.
Yeah, every time we hit end of module, we almost die.
Except for that time that it was the beginning of module.
Yeah.
Or
the middle.
I should bust out my gunslinger, right?
I'll get to work on my fighter.
Well, you never
I'll
know.
Get to work on, I don't even know.
I'm just saying that
if Cubla doesn't die, I can make Cubla my main character.
You're facing some things that are not animals, so you cannot handle them, and they also don't speak common, so you cannot diplomacy them. Not common. I'm not.
I guess we'll find out.
You will find out. Anyways,
depending on what they speak, Sorin might be able to talk to them.
Last time, Land's wounds, big gashes in the ground that pulsed ouchiness, as Saerenrae found out. Personally.
Repeatedly.
It's the most damage that I've done to Saerenrae the entire campaign, like put together.
And it wasn't the actual. It wasn't the actual enemies.
No, it wasn't.
We need to have inanimate damagey spots more.
I guess. We also had the giant boar. There was the fairy dragon that got pulverized.
Sorin hit his head again.
Sorin does that a lot.
Yeah. He's really bad at remaining upright.
As usual.
Darvan didn't do squat.
Excuse me.
It was mostly Saerenrae.
I do remember that Sorin's relatively... No, not really.
Sorin had a couple of good hits, and Cubla had some good hits, and...
Yeah.
It was mostly Saerenrae.
As a note, according to our previous discussion, Zeke, 144.
Okay.
Anyways, so you guys now have all the information that you need in order to find the Heart of Sleeping Stone, which is the thing that is currently...
The Stone of Sleeping Hearts.
Creating issues. It's been corrupted is what you have found out from various things. So after, I imagine, resting, since everybody got kind of beat up fairly a lot, everybody can heal up, because we'll say that you guys took a long rest, and Darvan healed people, and things...
roll over so I can see my screen.
Sorin healed people.
So things are much
Less
less
dead.
half bleeding out for some people.
Coughs, Zenra. Coughs, my too.
Darvan actually was bleeding too.
Yeah.
Aiden
You know, most of
wasn't.
those people who are over close by stuff.
Okay, so let me transfer these over to the new map. So you guys take a long rest, and then I imagine you head for
This way.
the cave that you read about.
There's always ways like this. Complete.
And let me find actually the information just to remind you of what you found out. So the first clue was written all along the trees in the grove where you were last session. And that hint said that the entrance to the heart lies concealed among the golden leaves. The mouth of Father Storm, you learned, seek the heart along the banks of the White-Ringed Lake. So between that information and what you learned from what was his name? Korg.
The bear spirit.
Well, mostly from Korg, and a little bit from the bear spirit. He mostly just whined about pomegranates. Which,
Is it
Cubla, no.
pomegranate?
There are no pomegranates by your camping spot, as far as you can tell.
She's unhappy.
You do
still
find...
Stop reading things over. Like, beetle. Is this pomegranate? No.
You find about half a dozen things to take over to Sorin, and you go tap, 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 meow, meow, meow.
No, that's not a pomegranate.
Walk, walk, walk. Walk, walk, walk. Tap, tap, tap. Meow, meow,
No,
meow.
that's not a pomegranate.
Walk, walk, walk. Meow, meow,
That's
meow,
not my crossbow.
meow, meow, meow.
Can I roll like a... I don't even know. Survival check to see if Cubla finds a pomegranate.
Sure. Take a -5, though.
No.
That's a cucumber.
Yeah, no.
Yep. She's like,
That's a cucumber.
this pomegranate? No.
That's mushrooms. In fact, that's poisonous mushrooms.
Meow, 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 meow. So it's like that size. Puts on the armlet. Are they mushroom spirits?
No.
I don't know. Don't look like it.
So Cubla manages to find some mushrooms, a rat, 2 leaves, a button, and somebody's hand.
Cubla?
Is this hand still connected to them?
No.
Hmm.
And it seems weirdly fresh. And she can't remember where she found it.
So I'm like,
Is this a pomegranate?
I'm missing a hand.
Darvan's like, can we just pretend that didn't happen and move on?
What is Cubla doing?
Just trying to find a pomegranate.
So you guys rest,
Why?
being interrupted about 6 times in the middle of the night by meow, 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 meow. But despite being interrupted all the time, you do manage to get a good enough night's sleep to recover normally. The next day you head out, following the information that you've been given. You head out to the lake of whatever it was. The banks of the White-Ringed Lake. So you head there, you follow the other information, and you come across a rippling lake surrounded by white stones. There's one small stream that feeds into the lake. It's shaded by trees with brilliant golden leaves. As you follow that stream, you find a fairly hidden cave mouth. It looks like a natural cave, barely noticeable unless you know exactly what you're looking for. Or you search for a long time in the right place.
Which, given our party, we probably did.
The second.
The latter.
Let me drag you guys over here. So you guys are currently in the mouth of the cave up here. I just put you here. You can reorganize yourselves how you would like. But stay within, like, the top 3 squares.
Aiden shuffles over here out of the way.
Darvan stays in the back. He'll switch with the Drake.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yeah, he'll stay here. There, yeah. That's good. As you go into the cave, you see that it is lit by torches, which illuminate the walls with walls that have rib-like stone struts that make the cavern appear like the inside of a great beast. You can see that a shallow river runs through the cavern, pulsing with a faint red light. At the far side of the room, you can see the edge of an immense crystal that burns far brighter with an angry scarlet hue. The water flows from this crystal, and near it the water boils and is coated with black slime. In several spots around the room, corpses lie surrounded by their dried blood. By their garb, they look like warriors from the clan of 3 trees, and appear to have been mauled, and giant chunks of flesh have been bitten from their bodies. So that's what you see. Down, this is the crystal. So kind of this 4x2 area here is the extent of the slime, from the 2 in front and then the 4x2 rectangle right here.
The crystals are thing behind the slime?
Yeah, right here.
Apparently I don't see shit.
Zender's in front.
I don't know.
But
Roll to confirm that. It might not be a complete failure, just a regular failure. You pretty much don't see shit other than the super obvious stuff that I already said.
I got a little dust in my eye.
I would like to cast Detect Magic. 60 feet.
Let's see, 60 feet.
That's great. That's a great question.
As the barbarian shall cast Detect Magic also.
Do you have, like, anything useful right
Hold on,
now?
let me see.
Usually no.
No.
You might sense something moving around in the walls near you.
Okay.
About where the G's are. Since I'm too lazy to edit out the map. You sense what might be a magical item hidden in the furs here.
Look.
The crystal looks damn magical, but you're too far away to really sense it.
Fair.
You sense there's something strange about the water.
Okay. So Inez is like,
Oh, wait. Wait, I can help. I can help. Sorin has detect poison. Is it poisonous?
It is not poisonous.
Okay.
Inez is like, so that spot is weird and probably magical, and that spot is weird and probably magical, and that spot is weird and probably magical, and ooh, look, treasure!
If you want to know more about the water, you can roll either an Arcana or a Nature check.
Well, you know where I'm going for this.
I'll try.
My
I'll try.
skills.
Arcana while I'm at it.
Knowledge. Nature. Sorin, you have one job.
Well, he barely made it. So what you both realize about the water, it's a corruption of the natural properties of the water. And anybody who rolls a 12 or higher will know this.
Not me.
Ah.
I need to stop rolling shit. I haven't rolled over a 5 yet, despite some of my totals being 19.
Saerenrae and Inez, that's super gross looking.
Yup.
But for
If
those...
I actually mention it, Sorin's just probably going to agree.
Those who rolled a 12, the black slime in the water is a corruption of the natural properties of the river, and is likely caused by a ritual used upon the crystal. A modified version of the ritual could reverse the damage. Anybody... Well, actually everybody, but anybody who rolled decent perception sees the Oni step forward before everybody else does. Not enough to give you an advance thing, just you saw him coming and weren't surprised. From the shadows steps a creature with long horns, vicious fangs, and cold eyes. It says, "Do you come to defend those pathetic tribes? Perhaps you're not as weak as they. In fact, I hope you're not too stringy. Just know that I'll have centuries to live after I harness this stone's power, and you'll be long forgotten as adversaries and as a meal by the time my life ends."
Wait. Stop. Inez is just like, oh, shut up.
Meow.
Well, technically not meowing, because she's hiding. Internally meowing at him.
Inez, like, walks forward from, like, over wherever from behind here and is like, did you just prepare a villain monologue? Was that the point? Like, did you sit in this cave and come up with that? Like,
Yes.
seriously?
Yes, it's best to be prepared.
Villains
Why?
do not have any better use of their
Well,
time.
I'm fucking around with the stone. I figured somebody would come check it out.
I mean, so you just woke up this morning and went, I'm going to be evil because I want to live forever.
No, I've been here for weeks.
So you woke up a week ago or 2 weeks ago and went, I'm going to be evil because I want to live forever.
No, well, I've been looking for ways to live forever, and I have a whole bunch of books piled up over there about ways to live forever. And then I found out about this thing, and I figured it was a good tactic. It was a good thing to use. I've always been
Wait,
evil.
what language is he speaking?
And as Ines is having this conversation, she's wondering why the rest of her party members are not preparing to hit this idiot over the head while she's having this conversation.
He's speaking common.
Aiden's saying now.
So everybody roll initiative at this point. Let me pull up the chart.
Like, Zinner's kind of got her hammer, just kind of leaning on it, like, really?
Yep, see? I'm not the only one.
Hey, I've got a lot of time while I'm waiting for the ritual to finish. I figured that I'd have plenty of that I might have visitors, and I thought it would be best to be prepared.
Why didn't you just start a theater group?
Theater doesn't make you live forever.
It definitely immortalizes you.
Not the kind I'd like, thank you very much.
See, I have these solid life choices, though, because this life choice is gonna get you dead.
We'll see.
Do you want me
Do you know how much Cubla wants to meow at him? It is so bad.
Or...
No, no, window, don't stop. Go away, window.
How much is this going to get this thing dead?
Oh, I forgot. I meant to ask Missy. Was there any mail delivered earlier today? Like a package?
I wouldn't know. I wasn't home. I was at Grandma's.
Okay. I got an email that said that a package was delivered, and it wasn't. Okay, is everything in here now? Oh, I still need Darvan. Darvan, where are you?
Darn it, Darvan. That is a wonderful name for an enemy. Seriously.
What?
Grick.
Yes.
it's beautiful. I like it.
Okay, everybody in now?
Yeah. Sorin actually rolled really well. For once in his life.
Do you want me to re-roll that initiative for Zinra since I forgot to click?
Yes, then I can change the number. But I need it on the screen.
Ooh, I'll take that. It's better.
Okay, works for me. You're still just about the bottom. I almost didn't have to edit the order.
You don't really actually have to check.
What did you actually roll? Because all I rolled was 8, and I was like, nah.
I have a +2 to my initiative.
Okay, so the Oni just laughs at you, and he says, "Come, try to stop the ritual if you can. I dare you."
Ines is like, this is not a challenge. You are stupid.
We'll see. And so he will, since he is first,
I might want to look up things.
he will hold his action.
Of course he does.
Actually, well, sort of. He will do a minor action, and he'll hold his arm up by his neck, and there's suddenly a strange sound that is like if gravel slithered, and what appeared to be a snake-shaped necklet around his neck suddenly starts to move. And it slithers down onto his arm, and he reaches down his arm to let it down to the ground. Where's my token for... There he is. And he gestures at it in some sort of sign that you guys do not recognize. That he has taught his pet to understand so that people don't hear him. Actually, no, he knows another language. So he says something, and some of you might understand him if you know Giant. Does anybody know Giant?
I think I only know Orc. Common and Orc, yeah.
Nope, it's not one of the 4 languages I speak.
Okay, so he says something, it's a very heavy pronunciation that just drops from his mouth, and the snake hisses and heads towards the crystal. And he will hold the rest of his turn for now. It is the Drake's turn. Anything you would like to do, have your Drake do?
It's got... How much business has it got? It's got 40.
I will probably have it roll fly checks down here, just because it is closed quarters and there's some small corridors and things like that. Let me see if there's anything. Anywhere there's rubble, it's difficult terrain. The pile of pelts is difficult terrain. There's dim light. Okay, so it is successfully flying this turn.
40. Right.
Okay.
Right. That'll be it.
Alright, Sorin, it's your turn. Cubla will go after you. And I should probably roll perception for my creatures.
Sorin have anything useful at all?
Okay, they do not notice Cubla at all. While you're thinking, give me just a second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
sister.
Okay, great. It's nearly impossible to find damn thing.
Hey, Zeke.
Hmm.
Aiden has his crossbow, right?
Yes.
Okay. Many of these don't have. Electric review. Second level skills.
Harry turn.
Yeah.
You guys ever do that thing where you like breathe, you like snort, and a booger goes down the back of your throat and you cough it up?
Mm-hmm.
I do that about once a week. It's not fun. Okay. Sorin, we left off with it being your turn.
Yes. So, Sorin steps over here, and my original first thought was, oh, I can buff Zenra. However, I'm going to do this spell.
Cat's
Grace.
Grace.
On Aiden. A +4 enhancement bonus to dexterity, benefits to AC, reflex, and other uses.
So that will up
Which I
your
believe
attacks.
includes a crossbow.
That will increase your crossbow. You'll need to take a look and see.
I think there's a temporary bonus spot.
Yeah. So it will add a +1 to your attack.
So 2.
2?
And if it's plus
So whatever
4.
it is, you just got a bonus to your attack.
So it's like your dexterity
Went up 4.
went up 4.
I put in the enhanced spot for now.
Okay.
And how long does this last?
5 minutes.
So pretty much the entire battle.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I just got +2 to my dex mod, so.
Awesome.
+2.
No, not +2.
Hey, +2 would have would have actually made some of my misses hit in the previous battles.
I know.
That's why I did it.
I'm just pretending to be my DM, Mason, because I used to do this to him all the time. I'd be like, did you remember the +2? And he'd be like, no!
I could do the one for Zenra, but I'm not 100% sure I'd have the required.
What?
Anyways,
What?
so what else would you like to
There's
do,
special
Sorin?
Probably just kind of sit there. Let me see what skills I have. Is there anything I can do helpful?
You can do perceptions, you can do...
Oh, I have nothing better to do with my life. I'm just gonna roll some perception. Holy shit! What did you just roll, Sorin?
19.
An 18.
Oh,
So,
You see everything.
you see everything. You see the sparkling of ores in the... No, just kidding. You
And
see
you
some
see Cubla.
holes in the walls,
Hello,
actually.
Grandeur.
And you can... There are signs about them that things have been through the walls recently. If Inez mentioned to you guys the detect magic in the walls, you will be able to know that it's the same areas that she had pointed out.
Did she tell us?
Yep, she was doing her. That's weird, and this is weird, and I don't like.
Sorin backs up her statements by referring to the thing she saw.
You see that there might be some treasure hidden in the pile of pelts. You see that the red crystal, the Heart of Sleeping Stone, looks really, really durable. It'd be really hard to destroy that.
So smash it with. So Zenra could probably smash it with a hammer.
Probably. Let me see if there's anything else you see.
If she gets it.
If anybody chooses to hit it. Just saying, it looks really durable. You see the iron cobra looks extremely poisonous.
I posted a funny meme in the. I posted a meme that would probably be Inez in the Discord, by the way.
There's nothing there.
What is your move speed?
Yeah, that link didn't work.
Again.
So you see all those things.
Yeah.
Anything else for you?
No.
Cubla, it is your turn. You are sneaky.
Does it take more effort to swim?
Oh, that's the other thing you see, Sorin. You see Cubla.
Yeah. Yeah. Very definitely.
There.
Actually,
This is Inez.
Yeah, pretty much.
okay.
No, swimming is no problem. It looks gross, but it's no problem.
How good of a jump would you have to make to actually get over it?
Well, it's 2 squares wide in most places.
It's a 10-foot jump.
And more than that in some places. So I would say probably...
DC 20.
No, I'll do a 15 for the skinniest spots.
Cubla does not want to Holly G's go over that. So she's gonna come over here.
She's good regardless of which side she's jumping.
I think that's the right amount of space. It doesn't really matter. She's across the water.
So Sorin, you see it, but somehow, stealthily, sneakily, Cubla soars over the red tinted water.
She's a cat. There's not any somehow mysteriously does it. She's a cat. Now that she has
And since she's doing
really badly,
since she's doing it acrobatically, she rebounds off of Sorin first. She like runs up Sorin's back and like somersaults off of his head.
is it Cubla? Cubla, what was that?
Cubla! Well, there's some dead people around here, and there's also a tasty-looking drake.
Do the dead people smell good?
No.
No.
I smell dead people.
They smell like the clansmen.
Smell dead people.
They smell like
How long have they been dead?
Oh, probably a week or so.
Okay, she doesn't want
So
to
they're
eat
not
them.
great. There is a tasty looking drake though.
She knows better than to eat this drake. It is Zenra's drake. She does not want to piss off Big Human.
True. Anything else for you, Cubla?
No.
Adin, it is your turn.
So do I see the iron cobra thingy?
Yeah, it was very obvious that when the Oni let it down.
Let's scoot over. Are these dead bodies?
Yes.
So they're not really covered.
No.
Do I have a straight line of sight here? Probably not.
Not to the cobra.
So I could say just take aim and shoot either Oni from here.
Yeah.
Let me locate my crossbow and shoot it.
With your +2. Which did not help.
No, roll to confirm that.
Kidding me.
Okay, you do not drop your crossbow. However, you drop your quiver. So, or you accidentally knock your arrows out of your quiver while you're shooting.
Into the slime.
I
So-
think you might have fell a little bit, maybe.
Before you can reload, you have to pick them up.
Hmm.
That would take either a move action or your main major action. And you don't hit him. He laughs at you. Anything else you would like to do,
Can't
Aiden?
see the cat, but there are judgmental eyes boring into your head.
Into your soul. Anything
They're
else,
kind of
Aiden?
snooty, too.
Sorin,
Do
your
we know
cat
about the
is a
slime?
snob. What was that?
Well, she
We
just
already know things about the slime.
We know some things. There's more that you could learn.
Cubla did just do a glorious, like, summer sweep across the water to land perfectly.
I forgot that's what knowledge work for the slime.
You can either use perception, or nature, or arcana.
How about that Arcana roll then?
Okay, that arcana roll works.
That's
So
a good Arcana roll.
you already know that it's a corruption caused by a ritual used on the crystal. Looking at it, you're pretty sure that the water is difficult terrain. I just read that. So passing through it will take twice as much movement speed.
Well, it's good that Cubla jumped over it then.
Yep. You're thinking that the water may be I'm trying to think of the right phrasing.
No bueno.
You don't want to stay in it. Passing through it, you should be fine. But if you stay standing in it for too long, you have a feeling that you will take damage.
Hey guys,
Yeah?
don't stand in the muck.
Yes, thank you, Master of the Obvious.
From what I can tell, if you stand in it too long, it'll hurt.
Oh no! Environmental damage! PTSD! Anything else for you, Aiden? I don't think
Nope.
there's anything else you can do. this Grick, suddenly something slithers out of one of the holes in the wall. It drops down. Hold on, gotta find. It hole in the ceiling and the wall. It drops out of a hole in the ceiling and onto the ground. It makes a strange, strangled hissing noise that doesn't sound like anything something natural should make. And then it will move forward. Let's see. 30 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will slither forward and leap up at the drake to attack it.
You remembered that the water was difficult terrain, right?
No, I did not. It will not attack the drake. It will end up here. Never mind, which is probably a good thing, since it crit on its damage. And it makes snarling noises and looks at the drake somehow hungrily. For if something without a face can look hungry. And they're kind of creepy things. They're like snakes with parrot beaks.
But not a spider. Cubla's okay with this.
Let's see, will this one let me do it? It doesn't like it. It's too long. Just Google Grix, since it doesn't want to. This one? That one's better. There we go.
Yeah, that's about right.
It is a snake with genitals and a parrot beak for a face.
That's disturbing.
You're welcome. So it turns around to face all of you guys and snarls at you all in sort of a strangled, deep glottal throat way.
Cubla's like, not sure if food.
It does not look like food, it looks like a worm. And you're not sure what else.
Sorin,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Let me see, what kind of thing does it say it
Do you think
is?
those things came naturally on the mountain? No.
I'm looking up something real quick to see what you might roll in order to find out what it is. Probably Arcana.
If it's extra planar, you can use planes.
Let me see. Yeah, I would say Arcana probably to figure out what it is. That's all it's going to do. So Darvan is going to be like, I want none of that. I'm going to come over in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
Does he not listen either?
No. He does not.
He gotta get so clear. Darvan, no!
And he gets over here so that he can...
Somehow that spot looks terrible for Darvan to be standing.
He will emit his deflection aura, which is a 20 foot. 20 foot. 20 foot. So let me turn that on. No, not square. No, stop. Don't do that. 20.
No, stop. Why are you so bad at things? No.
Darvan.
No.
Can you see that?
Come back.
Darvan, do
Exactly.
useful stuff.
Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay, yellow circle is deflection. If you are in the circle, you will get +2 to your AC. The iron cobra will slither over here and kind of, it's on the pedestal with the crystal protecting it. And it... does it do anything else? No, because that isn't range enough. It appears to be guarding the area. Inez, it is your turn.
Okay. Done.
Oh, and while you
Alright.
guys were like, Darvan, no, don't, he was like, I don't want to go near that thing, it's gross.
Darvan!
I am staying well away from it. Goes this way.
Darvan! Darvan.
Ah! Something that was not a 5.
You roll not a 5.
Yeah. So, I had a plan.
You should also, like, catapult up off of Sorin to get your fly going.
Yeah, I should.
Because that
Yeah.
apparently...
Cubla did that.
Well, she should just do it, and Sorin can be like, what the heck?
Sorin,
Why can't I the springboard?
she's just gonna, like, take a couple steps back and then start, like, catapulting herself towards Sorin so she can run up his back and start taking off, like, a plane.
Sorin's like, what am I? Springboard! Zenra's taller!
Fenrir's too far away.
Zenra would probably be too tall for inside the cave.
Grumble, grumble.
I liked that little cackle. I did hear it.
Alright.
I would like to mention that Sorin does, in fact, have rank in fly. He can't fly, but he has ranks on.
Well, that's for when he's, animal, right?
Bird. Yep. Either that or he figures out how to fly.
Something like that.
Okay, so I have a
It'll be
question.
very interesting.
What is the ceiling made out of?
It is a natural cave.
Fantastic.
So, it is... Well, the walls look like rib-like stone struts. So it
Cool.
kind of looks like a beast. But the top seems like a normal cave, albeit with some holes in the ceiling.
Sweet. Perfect. That'll be fantastic. So Inez is going to take a
I
second.
have bad feelings about this.
Yeah, well, Inez doesn't like. Inez's punch it ability is non-existent, so you know
Thinking outside the
As-
box.
exactly. So essentially,
Should look
Inez
at
wants to
this.
spend this turn studying the ceiling for anything she can alchemy into a weapon or a cave-in. She's not really, like, particular about this. She just wants to drop shit on other people.
Wetting the ceiling?
Pardon?
Divvying? What did you say?
Studying.
Studying. Okay.
Like, she actually wants to take a minute to be intelligent and attempt to study the ceiling so that she doesn't drop things on her allies.
Because that never happens.
Right.
No, ever.
What would you like me to roll? A knowledge nature, a perception, a dungeoneering?
At this point, it sounds like dungeoneering to me. Because you are studying the
Okay.
cave itself.
I am good at dungeoneering, apparently.
So you see some weak spots in the ceiling that you probably could make use of. There's not any over the Oni, But there's some over by Darvan, and there's one spot over by the Drake that you probably could use to attack the Grick with.
Awesome. Inez is going to spend the rest of the term jerry-rigging the ceiling.
Which ceiling?
That's a wonderful phrase.
Which section? Do you want the area over by Darvan or the area over by the Drake? Because you do need to get closer first.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Darvan doesn't have any enemies around him particularly, does he?
Not that you know of. Just the magical shit in the walls that you noticed.
No, I think I will jerry-rig it over Darvan, because then I'm still in the circle of protection, and I can tell people to bring things closer to Darvan so that we can control my jerry-rigged ceiling.
Okay. So you need to move closer.
Yep. So Inez is like, guys, Darvan, don't get shit dropped on you.
And if you want to get a bonus on future turns, if you stand on Darvan's head while doing this, instead of, you know, trying to hover and do it, you'll get bonus. Just because I like the image of you standing on Darvan's head.
Okay. So, Inez is currently jerry-rigging the ceiling.
Hey, stop! No, get off me!
That's my entire turn, because instead of doing anything, I took 3 skill checks.
That works.
I have a terrible...
While you're doing so, something slithers out of the ceiling a short distance away and drops to the ground. It snarls in that weird, gross, wet way at both you and Darvan. Darvan kind of shrieks a little bit in surprise. A very manly shriek. Totally.
So it comes out of the ceiling?
Yes, a short distance from where you are.
Inez snarls back. She's focused right now. Ain't nobody got time for this shit.
I'm going to roll a d20. If it's below a 5, Darvan is going to flinch back. You are lucky. Darvan you do not lose your step stool.
Inez would like to use a reaction to snarl back at this thing and see if it scares it. Sorry.
It is not...
Excuse me.
Let me roll...
Sorry. I know I'm the skill monkey.
It's always good to have at least one.
I know, but I always feel like it makes my turn take forever.
No, if you want to know about taking forever turns, I had to spend like 5 minutes calculating up my gunslinger's damage the other day.
That I believe.
Yeah.
I remember Taliesin doing his shots, and I'm sitting there going, he was always so fast, but I was sitting there going, the math involved must be insane.
So, you somehow managed to growl in a way that indicates danger in the strange language the Greeks speak with each other. So it's taken aback by it, but it has no real effect.
That's fine. Inez has an ability to take things aback.
You guys get the feeling that intimidating these creatures is extremely difficult. Just because they're not human, they're not animals, and they pretty much don't understand you.
Excellent.
Saerenrae, it is your turn.
I guess I probably would have heard that popping out of the wall.
Yeah, there was like this slithery sound, a drop, a soft sploosh as something lands on the ground, or a splat, and then the wet, weird growling, and Inez growling back, and Darvan's very manly.
Darvan is very manly.
Alright, that does hit. That is a very solid blow to the Grick. It is hurt, but not overly phased. Your hammer kind of just splorts into it. It's really gross. You're fighting a big slimy slugworm thing. It kind of waves its tentacles at you as it chitters.
Charming.
Oh, I don't need a rage yet. I don't have a second attack yet, but it sucks.
We shouldn't be too far off from second attacks.
Level 6.
Come on.
So one more module.
Yeah. Well, I guess that will probably be it for me.
Alright. You hear a sound as another one slithers out of the ceiling a short distance away from you and screeches in a wet, splooshy way. And it will move forward and
Wait.
attack Darvan.
I will go ahead and make my athletics check or my acrobatics. It doesn't matter.
Holy shit! 29 versus AC. Okay,
So that hit.
Inez needs to move for a minute so that I can deal bunches of damage. 14 points of damage to Darvan. Ongoing 5 damage.
Oh lord.
And Inez roll a dex save or an acrobatics or something along that because you fall off of Darvan's head. You're not on the ground because I'll let you catch yourself, but your trap is going to be slowed down a little bit. It'll be ready to go at the end of your next turn instead of the beginning.
That's fine. I wasn't expecting to be able to, like, do this in half a second.
Yeah. Well, technically 3 seconds.
Yeah.
But I'll make you take 6 seconds instead.
I know, right? I am really slow. 6 whole seconds.
I'll say that you kind of felt you're right there. Partly for ease of keeping track. The Onin will laugh at you all. And let me see what his attacks are real quick. Let's see. He will move up here. And he's a big old thing, you guys notice. And he will use an ability of his called Hypnotic Breath.
Breath is hypnotic.
Yes.
Gross.
Totally gross.
Halitosis.
It is versus will. And that is a 27 versus will.
Jesus. On who?
Everybody within 5 squares. Which is pretty much everybody but the Drake and Sorin.
There's no way I could. I'd have to roll nat 20.
Will?
Will.
This is about to be
All right. Wish
sad.
me luck. 14 plus. Damn.
Okay, everybody is dazed for a round. Save ends. Cubla, since you failed, you fall unconscious.
Oh.
Save ends. Its breath is so bad you guys are all knocked for a loop. Cubla, whose senses are stronger than everybody else, goes and just kind of slowly sinks to the ground. The Oni laughs maniacally. And that's the end of his turn. Oh, Adin needs to roll a will save. That's what happened while you were gone.
It's stepped up because I shifted up here.
Okay, you are also dazed. Until you save. So it sucks to be Darvan. He has to save against ongoing damage and against dazed.
We could very well lose our healer this round.
So dazed, you can take no actions, but has no penalty. So basically, your next turn you will roll to save. The Drake, however, is fine. The Drake can take its turn.
Let's see here.
Oh, and everybody don't forget that if you're in Darvan's circle, you get +2 to AC. That didn't help Darvan. He still would have gotten hit, but...
Dre's gonna zip past and right over here. Doing...
Flyby attack?
Flyby attack. Where is... No.
That does not hit. I'm also going to have you roll at the end of each of the Drake's turns a fly attack, just to make sure that it doesn't, like, fly into the walls or something.
Yeah.
Wow, your Drake is not having good luck. Okay, your Drake face plants into the ground.
Yeah.
It misjudged its turn while it was flying, and it takes 2 points of skid damage as it just plows into the ground. Its next turn, it'll need to have a successful fly check at the beginning of its turn.
Mm-hmm.
Sorin, you are not dazed either. What would you like to do? The rest of your teammates do look kind of dazed, though.
Has decided this is not looking great, and he takes the amount of time it is necessary to wild shape into the form of a snow leopard to actually possibly get some decent ability to, do stuff.
So you have to make a decision now, though. Your teammates are dazed and surrounded by icky grick things, but your snow leopard is unconscious and also has an icky grick thing.
Let me look something up. Because I have special things that are very confusing. Good. don't think this
If
will
you're
work, so-
trying to get across the river to Cubla's side, you're going to
Yeah.
need to pass a pretty strong acrobatics check. Just to let you know.
Can I use a swim check to move through better?
Good question.
Because I've got a decent swim. He doesn't have crapola good acrobatics like Cubla.
Well, I don't think it's really deep enough in this area to swim in. It's just tall enough that you're wading through it. Although you said snow leopard, right?
Yes.
I will allow it since you're snow leopard.
Alright, because I'm only, like, 2-ish feet tall.
I will let you roll a swim check to see if you can negate the difficult terrain aspect of the river.
It's not like Soren's doing a whole lot anyway.
You don't succeed. The water still
Don't get over here.
the water still counts as difficult terrain.
Actually, he comes over here. And is a very firm and actually larger snow leopard standing between Cleric and Cubla.
Okay.
He snarls.
Meow. Anything else? I don't think there is anything else because you
No.
shaped, you moved.
Standard action and move action already.
Cubla, roll to save against unconscious. Just roll a d20.
Oh.
Get above a 15.
Not going to. Told you.
Nope. Cubla remains unconscious. Adin, roll to save against being dazed.
D20.
D20. Get above a 15.
Has a note if people are going to start dying over their sword and Cubla are probably going to get out.
That
That's
is not... You are still dazed. Man, that thing had horrible breath. This Grick will attack Sorin.
Oh.
It rakes at you with its tentacles. 13 versus AC.
Nope.
It misses. And then it snarls at you. And it will shift 5 feet. Darvan, roll to save against ongoing damage. Oh hey, he no longer takes damage. He will take the 5
What?
for this turn though. And roll to save against being dazed. And he's still dazed. The Iron
I
Cobra.
don't think we're going to survive this.
Huh?
I don't think we're going to survive.
We'll see. You don't know. It feels like that power was a probably one-time use thing. The Iron Cobra will just stay where it's at. It kind of does a little laughing hiss as it watches you guys stagger around dazedly. Inez, roll to save against being dazed.
I'll be back for a minute.
Yes.
You are no longer dazed. This Grick will take a swipe at Saerenrae. That is a 27 versus AC.
Yeah.
12 points of damage.
Let's see here.
And that's even counting the +2 from Darvan, I imagine.
Yeah, I've got an AC of 15, 17 now.
Yeah. I'm getting some high rolls. So it swipes out at Saerenrae. Saerenrae, roll to save against being dazed.
What is that, a will save?
Just a d20.
Really?
Mhm.
It's usually a little slow. Nope.
Alright, you are still dazed for another round. This Grick likes picking on the healer. He seems tasty. It's a 24 versus AC, which definitely hits.
Darvan is dead.
Darvan is bleeding. The Oni laughs. And you thought that you were going to kill me. He will...
Ines is like, I'm still gonna come get your stupid ass. This one can't see because he won't wear his damn glasses.
Darvan's like, I'm fine.
You're bullshit, but we love you anyway.
The Oni, I'm going
It
to
sounds a little deeper voice.
roll a fly check. The Oni does not successfully fly. He beats his wings a couple of times and then lands heavily. So he grumbles and just kind of walks around the corner here. Splash, splash, splash.
There's laughing snow leopard noises.
And he will attack Cubla. He will use Devour Soul on Cubla. Affects an unconscious target only.
Oh dear. I am prepared to lose my animal companion in one go.
18 versus AC.
Yep.
This is psychic damage. That is 16 points of damage. And if the Oni was at all injured, he would heal, but it's a completely useless thing because nobody's even hit him yet. The Drake's turn. Roll a fly check to get your snout out from the dirt.
Sorin, tell me you have something useful.
Come on, okay.
Yeah, I'll let him successfully fly.
Let's see here.
So he's a little shaky getting up into the air, but up into the air he gets.
So it's like, would I still be able to attack?
Yeah.
Let's see here. He's one. Let's see. That's next to the Oni, right? Because he's a
Yeah.
large.
Because he's a large, that will work.
1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll go there, and then he'll land right up there.
Okay.
That's better.
So he stays flying at the end of it. He does not hit, though. But he is still flying. No more nose planting.
Hey, give it the old college try.
Yeah, good on him. He's doing good. Sorin! It is your turn. You can roll a strength check if you want to grab Cubla and shove her behind you.
I don't have a whole lot to lose.
Okay, you successfully move Cubla over here. It's not like she's resisting you.
Yeah. Sorin is going to... I have Grick, and I have an Oni thing. Sorin's going to attack the Grick.
Okay.
As soon as I remember how this works. Just gonna roll the melee attack.
Okay.
For whether he hits.
Okay, you successfully hit.
Okay. And then it's roll 2d4 plus
Go ahead and do d6s.
d6s.
Sure.
I'm using claws.
Oh, is it 4s for Cubla too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm using the snow leopard page to actually do this.
Okay.
But it's a 1d4 plus 2. So,
Okay.
2d4 plus 4.
So your claws sink into it and rip away some of the really gross worm-like flesh.
Sorin is not thrilled
What did I miss?
with all this. And he left to look more threatening than he really is. Which is probably really difficult given he's facing off against the Rick and the Oni. Not particularly strong.
The Oni just laughs. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, the water does not seem to have any effect on the Oni. The Grick just stares at you, which is interesting since it has no eyes, and the Oni just laughs at your attempt to bluff. Cubla! Roll to wake up! Beat a 12.
Still a d20? What? Oh, okay.
Still a d20, beat a 12.
Nice! Cubla.
Roll to confirm that.
Thank you. Thank you for actually...
Not only is she awake again, she is furious. You get a plus... Actually, you get to take your turn as normal. That does not count as your turn since you did a critical roll on that. So you can take your turn as normal.
Kubla's like, what the heck just hit me? Everyone's like, that thing. Cubla takes one look at the Oni, goes, heck nah! And scooches that way.
Heck nah!
It's like, no!
Nope. The second one hits, the first one does not.
Darn it.
So she's still a little woozy from being unconscious. First paw totally misses. She concentrates, and the second one slashes out and takes out a chunk of skin. Flesh stuff.
It's gross.
It's gross. It smells weird.
Kind of like everything else in this cave.
And it gets stuck beneath your claws.
Whiny Cubla. Whiny Cubla is so whiny.
Aiden,
It probably interferes with her
Roll to
intimidation.
undaze.
are you still dazed? Roll to
I'm gonna
undaze. Get above a 12. That's the same
about
roll you
another
did
2?
last time. You are still dazed. Next time it'll be a 10 to beat.
I'll roll another 2.
Probably. This Grick is going... Wow, there's 2 snow leopards, 2 yummy things to eat. And it will attack Sorin. And miss Sorin. And then it will back up a 5-foot step. It also does not seem to be bothered by the water. Darvan is no longer taking damage, but he is still dazed. So roll to undaze. Does not quite undaze. Huh?
That's not a 12.
Not a 12. No, not 12. The Iron Cobra will stay where it is, still protecting the crystal. Inez, did you undaze?
Yes.
Okay, so you are no longer dazed. Your ceiling trap is half set up. You can set it off, but you will take negatives. or you can take the turn to finish preparing the trap.
I'll finish preparing the trap, given that I actually want it to work.
Okay. You're good. At the end of your turn, it is set up. It is currently over the Grick. The Grick attacked you, and it missed. Just to let you know, Mia. And then it backed away.
Okay. Attack Sorin or Cubla?
Sorin.
Okay.
So your ceiling trap is successfully set up now.
Okay.
This Grick will attack Saerenrae. That is a 28 versus AC.
Oh yeah, no, that's...
Oh Lord.
With critically hit damage, so 14 points of damage.
Which with DR comes to what?
What?
Which with the DR comes to what? I'm just curious. 12?
Yeah.
So, weird, creepy tentacles slapping you up in the face.
Oh good, that's more than this kind of battle.
Yes. You better watch out. You don't want to fall unconscious. Saerenrae, roll to undaze. You are...
Still dazed.
Still dazed.
This daze is a...
This daze is going on for days. This Grick thinks that healer is tasty. Hits Darvan. Does 13 points of damage. Darvan goes, ouch, a lot. But he is still standing.
Barely.
The Oni will come back over this way. And it is the Drake's turn. So Sorin, you'll be up next after the Drake goes.
Let's see, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we can actually go there and go back.
Okay. Attacking the Grick.
Yeah, I'll just roll attack first, and...
Does not hit.
Meh.
A little wobbly, but stays flying. Anything else for your Drake?
That's it. It's trying its best.
It's trying! It's like... Well, at this point, I think it's out-leveled by most of the enemies. Sorin, it is your turn.
It's okay. Do you remember that thing Cubla did some time ago? And I didn't spelled like...
You just cut out repeatedly.
You cut out a lot.
Do you guys remember that attack that Cubla did? Where
Those
she
super
used her
attack.
entire arsenal.
Vaguely.
Soren's about to do that. Because it moved more than 10 feet away. Or exactly. Or something like that. So he's just gonna come up here.
Oh, going after the
And-
Oni?
Yeah.
Okay.
And roll everything.
Yeah, he's going to roll his melee attack 5 times.
Okay,
Bite,
that hits.
claw, claw, rake, rake.
All of those,
He's
but
currently got a bonus because he's attacking as a snow leopard.
all of those, but the melee, the 19 hit.
Okay, so we got
Damn.
Pull
That's
the
a hard
bite.
kill.
1d6 plus 2. Roll 1d4 plus 2. Roll 2d4 plus 4.
$19.
It's not too bad.
It's
given
not.
That normally he does 0.
Your claws rake at it again and again, leaving small scratches. The Oni
It
looks
doesn't taste good either.
more irritated than anything. He's like, "Do not mar my beautiful face, you foul creature!" Cubla's like, "My human has learned well."
Yep.
Anything else for you, Sorin? Or did that take the whole turn?
He's just gonna stay there, given that he just did things.
Cubla, are you gonna do things?
She's proud, but she is going to come over at the Grick because
That thing is
not like this
still
Oni.
scary.
Still a scary thing. Does not want. And so she's like, okay. Hello, thing. I'm a claw at you again. Not that I'm going to do damage, but
You did a little. You hit both times.
that's better than before.
And it goes down a little bit. It doesn't look bloodied yet, but you've definitely done a chunk of damage to it. What else would you like to do, Cubla? Anything else?
She doesn't have anything to lose. She's gonna try and intimidate the thing, which is impressive because I think she actually officially -2.
Okay.
Normally. She has like 4 ranks in it.
It seems... How did I put it last time? When Inez growled at the other one. It seems discombobulated? No. You kind of know what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah. Cubla basically just
Taken aback.
Face.
It is taken aback, but it is not technically...
Actually, you know what she does? She's not feeling very happy. She just yells,
She
loud.
She
Very
makes
loud.
she makes a screeching noise that is the words unholy screeching noise.
Yes.
Okay. Sorin looks
Sorin
over his
is-
shoulder at it and gives her a look.
Like, what? What? You guys don't like it.
I will say these things are underground dwellers, and it's high-pitched enough that you have heard its ears, and it will take a -2 on the next thing it rolls. Just because you've heard its sensory organs.
Yeah.
Adin, roll to undaze. Get above a 10.
Come on, Aiden. Believe in you.
Not a 2! You are no longer
Woo!
dazed. However, that is your turn.
Okay.
This Grick will attack Cubla, but with a -2. That is a 14 versus AC.
Ah, not quite.
It seems irritated.
And
then
neener.
it
Stupid
will-
creepy thing.
It will back up, sloshing through the water.
It was like,
Darvan... Did Darvan undaze? Darvan undazed, didn't he?
I think so.
No, he didn't undaze. He was 1 under.
I wasn't here, so,
So Darvan will roll to undaze and be 1 under. So Darvan is still dazed. The iron cobra laughs from its place. It's not even sure why it's guarding the crystal at this point, because it doesn't need guarded. Inez, it is your turn. Do you want to set off the ceiling trap?
Darvan is still not undazed.
No.
Our heel monkey really is useless.
Darvan tries to flip you off, but he does it in the opposite direction. So
I'm personally picturing he's like getting multiple fingers up, can't quite manage to get just
he
one.
has 2 birds flipped up at the wall.
Cubla is uncertain, but she feels offended.
Did Michelle step away for a moment?
Michelle?
I think she did. I seem to remember her saying something.
Yeah, I don't think she did.
Might have been. As we're fighting creepy things.
That hit hard.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that we cannot hit hard.
Considering the fact that Darvan has 9 hit points left. And
Well, Cubla lost a little bit less than half her health in one go.
Yep. I told you this was
I'm
going to be
also
hard.
imagining that if he does actually die, Soren's just going to become really scared.
I told you that this was going to be hard.
Yeah.
Also, Darvan's a moron. It's his own fault. He went over where people said there were things in the walls.
What, did he have earwax in his ears?
I don't know. Maybe.
Or we're going to have to make him hearing aids to go with
Or
his
maybe
glasses.
maybe he thought it was a different part of the wall. He didn't see where you guys pointed. He thought it was more back here.
Why did he go past it?
He was far enough away from it.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Yep.
Are you back?
Yep.
Okay. It is your turn.
Alright.
Do you want to set off the trap thing?
Yep.
Darvan does not undo.
Let's roll a d20. And
No.
if you want to forego like a move action or something, I'll let you roll that again.
I was about to say, after all my good rolls on this damn trap, the trap is good. I don't know what to tell you.
It's like, and go! Poke, 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 poke. And it goes off!
Right.
Cubla goes right.
Roll. Two D12.
Oh, jeez.
Well, I forwent 2 turns for this damn thing. It better.
The best and the worst.
Yep.
So the ceiling collapses on the Grick. And not only does it take damage, but before it can do any its next turn, it's going to have to dig itself out.
Good.
Anything else you would like to do, Ines? You could still do like a mine or something or other if you wanted. It's also a free action to tell Darvan he's an idiot.
Sorry, I'm looking for something specific.
There are concerned snow leopard noises.
Yeah, because they can't see what's going on. There was just crashy noises and kind of a squelching sound.
Cubla heard the crashy noises and is not happy.
Cubla can also smell Darvan's blood.
That's normal. It's not all that concerning to her.
That's my minor action. I'm going to attempt to heal the healer. It's not going to go well.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything.
Alright.
You kind of poke at him.
It's like poke, poke. Does that hurt? Yes. Oh. Well, now you know that hurts. This Grick will attack Saerenrae. Because why mess with a good thing? That is a 12 versus AC.
Holy shit.
So it totally misses. Saerenrae, roll to no longer be dazed. Get above a 10.
Rolls a 2.
Now that would be
That
you.
was it.
That is not a 10! So you are no longer dazed and can do things on your next turn.
Yay!
This Grick has to spend its entire turn digging itself out of the rubble. The Oni will attack Sorin with its Morning Star.
I'm ready to get, like, beat to a pulp.
That is a 25 versus AC.
Not much damage.
16 points of damage, and you are pushed back 1 square.
That's good. I don't think it realizes that that was not terrible.
It has reach. Just to let you know.
Does that mean I can't run away from it? It will still get an attack of opportunity.
You know, I'm not sure. It's a good question. I think opportunity and reach weapons. Reach weapons. You threaten all squares into which you can make a melee attack. So you can do a 5-foot step, but not a full run, or he'll be able to hit you. And that's the end of his turn. The Spiretop Drake. Actually, the Oni will come back over here to check on the Iron Cobra, make sure nobody has snuck over there to try and get the heart. Spiretop Drake. And Sorin, you're on deck.
Yeah.
It's gonna do the
We believe in you, Drake!
flyby attack on that Grick.
He keeps flying.
No.
No.
We believe in you even while you're getting worse.
Yeah.
Roll to confirm that.
Ow.
Roll to confirm that.
No, that's confirmed.
That, you know, I
love exploding dice.
Poor guy. He's trying so hard. Okay, he tries to attack, but just face plants into the wall. Falls to the ground and takes 1d6 damage. 6 points of damage. And I'm gonna say he's dazed. Because he just flew full speed into the wall. I feel kind of sorry for him. Sorin, it is your turn. Saerenrae, you just heard this whack as your Drake kind of whined as it fell to the ground. Noise of Drake slamming into thing. We may need to spend some time training him and level him up. or he's gonna end up a snack for somebody.
Yeah.
Sorin, are you doing things?
Yes, Sorin is doing things.
Okay.
Sorin has to look something up.
Okay. I just hadn't even heard anything from you.
Because my options are kind of terrible. Because I'd like to reference that the guy stayed in a straight line from me.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I could do my attack again. but
Yeah.
I am in significant danger of getting hit again if I do that.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
You know, there is like no time like the present. Someone's gonna keep him busy while they fight the Grooks.
Okay, slashy attack.
Stop
Yep,
it.
I'm going to do the same thing.
Attackity.
I'm gonna attack 5 times.
Flurry o' blows.
Claw, claw, rake.
Okay.
Bite.
No.
Bite. Do I keep going?
We'll say the second one served as the confirmation for the first one, so you're
Yes, that's what I did.
about to do your third one.
Okay. I was making sure if I kept going, where I failed that so spectacularly.
You hit 2 attacks, and
At least. I don't know how high I need to go.
You hit 2 attacks,
Okay.
so roll the damage for 2 of those.
Oh, hi.
And then roll 1d4 damage on yourself as you slam your paw into the ground.
Technically,
Okay.
the one I failed was my bite.
You bite a rock instead of the Oni.
It kind of hurt. Besides no leopard noises.
Rocks are not food, if you were wondering. Anything else you would like to do, Sorin?
I don't think there's a whole lot else I can do.
Okay. Cubla, it is your turn. Adin, you'll be next. And I think you're no longer dazed, right?
I'm no longer dazed.
Darvan is the only one still dazed. And the Drake now. But that's by his own fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cubla is going to try and get to the other side of the water again.
Okay.
She does not want anything to do with this.
You successfully get
Come
across
over
the
here.
water, abandoning your cleric.
You're a druid.
Your druid, yeah.
Well, she does not want to do any. It is her whole stupid idea to go over there, and she's going to attack the thing that's right there. Oh, hi, Cubla.
Big numbers.
Hi.
You confirm that crit. So that's a total of
Hardcore.
16.
Mhm.
Okay. You drag out large chunks of it. Let me take a look.
She's not happy. but-
It's large chunks of growth.
It is large chunks of gross. It is not bleeding yet. However, it looks when it is bleeding. You are too distracted by the chunks of stuff under your
She
claws.
gagged halfway through.
It's like, "Rah!"
It also doesn't smell all that great, I don't assume.
No, not so much. No. Smells like rot and underground grossness. Alright, I believe it's Aiden's turn now. Aiden, you are no longer dazed.
Aiden will be logical here. Step back!
All the way back into the Drake.
Actually, yeah. Also, I can't move yet.
Need to pick up your arrows.
Need to pick up my arrows.
Okay, you pick up
use
your arrows.
standard action to pick up my arrows. I'll use my move action to move back here out.
Skedaddle. Okay, that works. Anything else you would like to do?
Actually, before I move, can I use a minor action to see what would happen if I dipped an arrow in the goop?
Sure. Roll an Arcana. Whatever you shot would be damaged, but it would heal the Oni by the same amount. Because you realize as you look at the water, and you think about the fact that the Oni was not damaged when it stood in the water, it is somehow connected to the crystal in a way that this slime, whenever it harms somebody, will also heal the Oni.
But I guess I won't dip an arrow into the thing. And return to the runaway strategy.
Okay. This Grick will... How far can it move? 30. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll come up and attack you.
Attack me?
Yep, attack you.
Lovely.
That is a 21 versus AC. For 12 points of damage.
Damn, that hurts.
They hit hard. Darvan saved against daze, right? He is no longer dazed? Or is he still dazed?
He was 1 under.
Oh, he was 1 under. Well, now he has to beat a 5. Hey!
He beat the 5.
He beat the 5!
Hey.
He is no longer dazed. The Iron Cobra just is amused by all this. It hisses something at the Oni, who seems to kind of understand what it says in a weird way, and the Oni snorts as if it was a hilarious joke. Inez, it is your turn.
Okay. I am on a diagonal line between this thing and not sword. Sorry, this thing. Am I not?
Sure.
Cool. I mean, it's not a perfect diagonal line. I appreciate that, but...
I will give it to you if you move 5 feet to the side.
Okay, this one, I'm assuming you want me to go this way or that way? There. Okay, cool. Alright, so I take a 5-foot step and I go get the blasty fire.
Blasty fire is a good thing.
Yes. I get to do it twice now, but I have to go figure out what this one, because I have so much blasty fire I forget which one is which.
Which blasty fire is the blasty fire I want to use?
Exactly. There it is. Okay, so my breath weapon. This breath weapon deals 1d6 points of damage per 2 oracle levels, so of course for me it's 2d6 right now, and it's a 60-foot line. So 2d6 of fire damage and you're on fire.
Okay.
Reflex half.
Okay.
Be good. Ah. I did it again. Best and worst. Absolutely average.
And what's the DC to beat for the reflex?
17.
17. The Grick fails. The Oni fails.
Yay, he's on fire now.
So they each take 7 damage, and they are on fire.
And they will continue to take 1d6 until they put it out.
Anything else you would like to do, Ines?
Stick out my tongue at the Oni.
He just laughs. You think I fear your sparks?
No, I think your ass is on fire.
It's nothing.
No, seriously, look. It is your ass.
I noticed. I don't care.
Do it for the vine, I guess.
There's no vines in here. Of what
Never
do you
mind.
speak? Alright, this Grick will attack Saerenrae because, you know, whatevs.
Slapping match is working well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me.
It's a 23 versus AC.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hit.
10 points of damage. That's actually relatively low.
What are these things like?
Rolling?
Yeah.
2d6 plus 4.
No, it's not that. I'm just trying to figure out what their modifier is. For hitting people.
Because I...
Let's see. And that's all it will do. Saerenrae, you are no longer dazed. Start smashing!
Entering into a rage. It's rage time.
Rage time is good. I think we need it.
Mm-hmm. I'll go up 10 HP. And I'm going to smack the ever-loving fuck out of that.
That sounds like a very good idea.
If you better.
Yes. Yes.
You hit that thing.
Oh, I rolled low damage.
But you managed to hit it.
Oh, yeah.
It is now bleeding. Quite a bit.
And...
So it somehow, without a face, seems startled because it's been smacking you with no resistance for the past, like, 3 turns. And then all of a sudden, you blink like your eyes come back in focus. I imagine there's a... And then just...
Oh, yeah.
You hammer off one of the tentacles. It just drops to the floor. Anything else you would like to do?
I'm trying to remember if I have any additional rage things that I can do. No. That's it.
Alright. This Grick has successfully dug itself out. It does not like fire. And so it decides to take care of the fire person, rather than the defenseless cleric right beside it.
Good, because you'd probably kill the cleric, and I at least have 2 good hits in me.
At least. That is a 18 versus AC.
It's...
6 points of damage.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm in Darvan's circle.
You are in Darvan's circle. So,
yeah.
It looks like it's gonna hit you, but bolstered by the emissions of the cleric, you manage to avoid as it slaps out at you.
And this is like, I told you, dead.
And it will back up 5 feet.
Is it still on fire?
It's in the water.
Fair.
However...
It did take the d6, though.
Yeah, so roll a d6 for me.
happily if my one key would work. Cool.
Every little bit helps. The Oni will smack at Sorin. That is a 19 versus your AC.
Yep.
9 points of damage.
And I'm back, pushed away 1 space.
And you're pushed away 1 space. Oh, is that his damage?
Yep. Because the minute he chose to hit Sorin, he can't put the fire out.
Yep. He doesn't care about the fire.
I know, but he will eventually.
Well, actually, he'll let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. He ends up in the water, actually, because he's deciding to come over and take out the weakest member of the party on his next turn. Drake, roll to save against being dazed. Your Drake goes to stand up and gets a little woozy and is like, oh, nope, still dazed. Nope, nope, nope. Sorin, it is your turn.
Does Sorin have anything useful? I mean, there is something useful, but I have to do it from right next to the thing.
This is a really awful fight for the healer to get dazed.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorin, in respect to his mostly dead butt, is going to come back here and kind of hide, because at this moment he has been beat up on a lot in an attempt to keep his snow leopard alive.
Is he going to heal himself?
I don't think you can.
Oh, true. He can't. He needs Darvan. Pretty good stealth roll, though.
So he's going to hide away.
Alright. Cubla, it is your turn. Retroactively speaking for a moment.
Okay.
Saerenrae, I don't think you used a minor action on your move, did you?
Nope.
Might be an idea to retcon and roll a strength check to drag Darvan back.
Sure.
I mean, because my next action here is to forbid the Oni from attacking, like, magically.
add 4 to that.
Geez, for that amount, I'd let you
No.
just throw him.
Yeah.
You'd have to roll a 1d4, which he could survive, but you could just throw him, like, behind Cubla or something. Whee! Tink! Ow! Darvan face plants into the ground.
Solid choice, though.
Kubla's like, okay, there's a scary scene over there. I'm gonna head over. She's basically standing by Darvan to try and
Keep the Grick from
Keep
going
things
yum delicious.
yeah.
Well, and if
She's
you
not
can
sure it's
start
gonna work.
taking them out one at a time.
Kubla's like, okay, now is a great time to come and smack you. Don't
Yes.
you really? Wow, I really don't like you.
Hit, hit, hit. Let's see. 14 points of damage.
Yes, queen.
And it looks like it is close to bleeding. Anything else for you, Cubla?
Kubla. Cubla have any useful skills whatsoever? Like anything?
Adin, you'll be next.
For some reason, Cubla actually has a really good swim check. Okay. Cubla has +4 to a flight check, so now I make like, Inez is saying, okay, sorry, laughter aside.
What are you laughing about?
Cubla's
Because
only
you...
useful thing.
Nope, it is
Plus
not
4 fly
intimidated.
check.
How
was
your movie?
Oh, we actually didn't go to Jurassic.
Aiden!
Overboard.
How was it?
That's the movie I was gonna guess. Aiden, it is your turn.
I know. I've got my person going down.
Aiden, take a
Cool.
step back
Okay.
and introduces this Grick to
Probably didn't even know that Karen and I came and looked in the backyard.
No.
Shooty death.
I've just been dying. My
No,
people
I
are
still haven't
very
had a chance
much
to
definitely
reload.
dying.
Remember?
Oh, okay.
Not a...
Lightning death.
Actually, I can't say that. One of them is not dying as bad as the cleric. Okay.
Magic missiles all at that front Grick.
Hey, that's decent. Magic missiles. As it said, they arc through the air and slam into it.
And also they attack from 3 different directions.
I believe it is now officially bleeding.
Plink, plink, plunk.
Anything else for you, Aiden?
Why the hell does Aiden have a +6 fly check?
That's a good question.
It might come in handy if we reach level 9 with him or something. Where I can get my flying feet.
Yeah.
Can you like knowledge arcana find out more about these Grick things?
Sure.
Isn't it a conveniently rolled 1?
These are what
Mushroom
mushroom
spirits.
spirits evolve into when they've been around long enough. When the mushroom
Aiden says
spirits
this to his party.
when the mushroom spirits successfully swim to the top of the waterfall, they turn into
So
these.
this is mushroom spirit koi dragon.
Yes.
And Ines goes, no shit, really?
So these are essentially mushroom spirit dragons.
And Aiden says this out loud to the party.
Inez is very excited. She absolutely believes you.
Like, serious belief.
Like, no, seriously, she believes you.
Beautiful.
The Grick will take a 5-foot step forward and attack the confused-looking Drake. That is a 15 versus AC.
It has a +2, remember.
Yep. I think
Hey.
it definitely doesn't hit.
No, because its AC is 18.
Score. Darvan will heal himself.
Good plan.
Actually,
I would help the.
he's in a spot where he's fairly safe. Darvan will heal
Yeah.
everybody.
Good plan, because I was like, the only person he could hurt is outside the circle, so...
Okay. 3d6. Roll high.
Amen.
That's not terrible, but it's not
But
really
not
good.
high.
But everybody that he can reach, which I think is everybody, gets healed 8.
Except for the poor lone, badly damaged
He
skeleton
can't
in the
heal you
background.
with this anyways.
I'm just.
Hey, if you can get close to me, I also can inflict light wounds, so you're good.
He will forego doing anything else and do that again.
That was worse.
That was worse. He's having a hard time concentrating since he's almost dead.
He's trying to pass out from blood loss, and he's trying to prevent that.
Pretty much. So he still looks in pretty bad shape, but not quite dead like he almost was looking.
And Aiden's back to full health.
Hey, I will be right back.
The Iron Cobra looks super bored. Inez, it is your turn.
I would like to craft a lure to make something essentially shiny to make all the bad guys end up in a spot together.
You can focus on either the Grix or the Oni.
That is useless.
But not both.
That is useless.
You can get the Grix to follow you.
I'm not trying to get the Grix to follow me. I'm trying
Or-
to get them all staring at a shiny in one spot so we can regroup.
So you're
But
trying
okay.
you're trying to distract them
Yes.
or get them to move to a specific place.
I'm trying to get them all to move away from us for a second so we can get together and do something more intelligent than just get smashed by things.
What were you thinking of rolling?
Alchemy of some kind. I mean, I don't care if I set them on fire particularly in order to achieve this, but, or if I set the crystal on fire in order to achieve this, fire is my big trick, but if that doesn't work, then I'm going to forbid I was always going to forbid the Oni from action, but, The idea was to condense them. Oh, never mind. It's okay. If I can distract the Grix, then I can throw the lure at the Oni and put them in the same spot.
Now you're talking two different things.
No, you said if I could only impact one thing
Oh,
or
you
the
mean
other.
you're going to try to lure the Grix into the space of the Oni?
Yes.
Okay. That I will allow. It'll probably be two separate rules still, but they won't be as hard.
Right. That makes sense.
Also, the Grix are dumber, so they'll be easier to affect.
That's fine. It's just, if we can get them all in one area, our area of effect stuff will work better. Our
What you are essentially going to be trying to craft is something that smells interesting to the Grix. Is essentially you're throwing chemicals together, trying to make something that smells interesting to them.
Yep. It's a 19, which is a solid roll.
You successfully do so. Now you need to roll to throw it at the Oni.
Yep. Straight dex, right?
Straight dex.
I think I can do this. Dang it, sorry, my buttons have moved.
I mean, it's almost Zenra's turn, so you could also give it to Zenra to throw.
I'm not far from it, though. Like, I'm literally, like, 2 squares from it.
And it's big.
That was an obvious rage.
Exactly.
That might not be a good idea.
You
Exactly.
have a pretty big target, so...
Like, I'm not trying to do anything to the Oni. I'm just trying to be like, look over there, so we stop doing this.
Hey.
Okay,
Yes.
you successfully throw the potion. We'll just call it like a pheromone potion, essentially, of something that smells good to the Grix. And you manage to splash, to have it hit the Oni, and it breaks and spills, like, on his wing or something. Some nice big target that's easy to hit.
Yep.
You'll have to see what the effect is. Which you'll see really quick right now, as it is this Grix's turn. It turns, and...
It humps the Oni.
No, but it does move to him, trying to find out the source of the smell. Zenra, you get an attack of opportunity on it.
Jackpot.
Yes, please.
Now I need to select. There we go. There it is. Can you let me select the right thing? So your hammer smashes into it as it goes past you. It is looking pretty in bad shape. But it is distracted and really doesn't pay any attention. Hey, guess what? Now it's your turn.
Smash.
It's probably going to be against the Oni.
Good plan.
Smash! That is a very solid hit.
Because here's my thinking, guys. If we can get them all in one spot, then Inez can do another drop on all of them. So, you know, if we allow them to get on top of the Oni, then I can have more impact.
So your hammer, like, slams against the Oni's leg, and the Oni glares at you. Anything else you would like to do, Zenra?
Where is... There we go. Just...
Pissed off.
Zen is just roaring at the Oni and the Grix.
The Grick is too distracted by the pheromones. It pays you no attention. The Oni looks surprised because you have managed to take out a large chunk of its health, which no one has ever done before. And it looks uncertain. The first time this whole battle that it does so.
I mean, yeah.
So, it is this Grick's turn, and it will go, hey, what's that good smell? What is that? Don't know what it is. It's weird. The Oni will back the fuck up.
Ugh. Fine.
He is not quite bloodied yet.
Good Zootide. Would I get a reaction since it's been after my turn? Or
Also, Zenra should have gotten an attack of
Zenra does get an
opportunity.
attack of opportunity.
Sweet. Am I? Okay.
That does hit.
21, yeah.
Another.
I rolled double ones. Ah.
Let's see. That divided by that. It is not quite bloodied still. Roll to undaze your Drake.
Come on.
I think you're down to a 10. 12? 12.
Well,
Your Drake is not undazed yet.
This poor Drake.
Poor guy. Sorin,
It's not his thing.
it is your turn.
Doodle. I am fully anticipating Sorin to die for this, but Sorin's gonna run out.
No, Sorin.
Because the Oni's back over here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to use the spell. The spell Frigid Touch.
Okay.
It does 46 points of cold damage
Nice.
through a melee touch attack.
Okay.
So I use my melee attack, right?
Yes.
This damn one better hit.
That
Nice.
does hit.
He gets +7 right now. Roll well.
Not
Easy.
bad.
The Oni begins to bleed.
He's got frostbite.
Oh, fuck, I have cleave.
Yeah. I was wondering why you didn't leave.
So the frost creeps over the Oni, like, into the wounds and widens them until they begin to bleed.
Mm-hmm.
He snarls.
It's gonna be that. Yep, that's laughable. Sorin is not doing good right now, so.
He's like, "Grawr!"
Pathetic sounding mew of a noise.
Well, yeah, I didn't have to
He's
get
trying to
combat
look
reflex.
scary,
That's right.
but he
Good.
looks kind of scared.
That's a good try.
Because one good hit's gonna kill him.
Yeah. Cubla, it is your turn.
Cubla. Are the Grix still busy?
Yes.
They're going to be fairly
Distracted?
distracted.
Yes.
Cubla's going to basically do this giant running, going to get an attack of opportunity from this dude.
Nope.
Running leap all the way over here.
Okay.
But these guys were distracted.
Okay.
Went through this square.
Okay.
But this guy gets to have attack.
Nope.
Because he's not distracted.
No, he is distracted.
Oh, is he? Cool.
Yeah, all of the Grix are.
And Cubla
Will attack the Oni.
give me a sec. One sec. I need to see if this works. It'd be really great if this could. Be really great. I don't think it will.
I believe in you.
Okay. The basic idea is Cubla can technically Oh, wait, no, I think she had to do a turn. Darn it!
Yeah, she
I
had to
can't
turn.
do the special charge attack. Because she had to move between these squares.
Yeah.
Darn it! That one. But she basically just ran the entire length movement to come up and attack this bugger.
And miss with both,
Wow.
unfortunately. Anything else for you, Cubla?
She does an even worse version.
Yeah.
Sadly, I cannot push Sorin out of the way.
Alright, Aiden, it is your turn.
Aiden's turn?
Yep.
Ah. Good. My mouse just acted up again. Hold up.
Sorry, this one's running a little bit later, guys. I think we'll be done in 15 to 20 minutes, though.
That's okay.
Aiden will reload and attack the Grick in front of him.
Okay. That is a successful hit.
That tickles.
Your arrow bolt
Bolt.
grazes one of the tentacles.
And Aiden will end there.
Alright. This Grick will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, 5. Meaning, the Drake does not get an attack of opportunity because he's still dazed, but Darvan, Inez, and Saerenrae all do.
Attacks of opportunity are all melee, right?
Yeah.
Unless you have a special. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just...
Okay, Saerenrae hits. Darvan.
Can I hypothetically throw, like, alchemist fire during that?
I'll allow it since you've had it in your hand.
Okay, because I'm just, like... Otherwise, I would essentially slap it, which isn't gonna work. I mean, to slap it, I take a -2.
I'll allow it.
You slapped it so poorly, it actually heals it.
Exactly. You understand my problem here. I'm just kind of like...
Acupuncture!
And I haven't had my crossbow out because I wasn't doing crossbowy things.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Cool. Whereas I imagine Inez with, like, one of those little belts with, like, all her alchemy-ish stuff on it where she can easily reach.
Yeah. You've managed to hit it.
Okay. It's on fire and it took 2 damage.
Okay. It's on fire, but it's in the water.
Yeah, well, you know, it goes out, but...
It's something.
Right.
Darvan will channel energy to heal again.
Now, I have a question.
Yes.
Because I know the Gricks are all in one spot because that's as far as the movement would take it. But the pheromone is still on the Oni's wing, correct?
Yes. They're going
Okay.
to roll saves
Okay.
next turn.
Cool.
So everybody within range heals 7.
Darvan's beginning to look like an actual person again.
He is no longer bleed. No. He is exactly still bleeding. He will... Well, he's decent enough and everybody else looks good, so he'll see if there's something else he can do.
I'm back to full.
Back to full.
Mm-hmm. And then once my rage ends, I lose 10 HP.
Is this... He will... Sorry, I gotta check the range on this thing. This is not being clear. $25 plus 5 feet per every 2 levels. So that would be 35 feet. He will scoot over here and attempt to cast the spell Command. Let's see. And... Let's see. Trying to figure out how to calculate the DC against this. What have we been doing? 10 plus caster level?
Plus spell level, I believe.
Plus spell level? He casts Command, and somehow it manages to work. And he stretches out his arm, still bleeding. And he commands it, the Oni, looking very uncertain about this, to approach. And he goes, God, I hope everybody hits hard. So he commands the Oni to approach. And that is the end of his turn. The Iron Cobra is still watching this with interest, though a little cautious since it sees there's cats nearby, and it doesn't like cats. Inez, it is your turn.
Inez is going to wait and see on this turn where the Gricks end up moving. Because no, it's not that. She's just going to let this turn play out because Zenra's right in front of a Grick she may kill. The other Grick is almost dead, leaving only one in the middle, and if it moves, then she needs to get closer to the Oni.
Okay. Do you just want to hold it and...
Well, no. Alright, so was it the Oni that raised his hand and commanded something?
It was Darvan commanding the Oni to approach.
Sweet. Inez has a spell that is 125 feet. And if it fails its damn save, it's not allowed to attack as it approaches.
It can't attack as it's approaching anyways.
How does that work?
So Darvan's spell gives the subject a single command which it obeys to the best of its ability at its earliest opportunity. By telling it to approach, the subject has to move towards him as quickly and directly as possible for 1 round. It can't do anything but move during its turn, and it will provoke attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
You recognize the spell vaguely, and you know that it does that. Darvan's like, I'm gonna do one thing this battle, damn it. It may kill him, but...
Inez will use her... No, that won't work because they don't understand me. But my fear of dragons will do absolutely nothing.
Do they have to understand a language for it to
No.
work?
No, they don't. It's just my presence that does it.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like you feel scared like there's a dragon in
Hmm.
Why are you being so difficult to find? Sorry.
It's okay.
Not there. You know it's under my special abilities, but where under my special abilities? Not helping me. There it is. Okay. Well, that won't help. Sorry.
It's okay.
Because if I cause the fear to go off and the Oni is within my range, then the approach command and the fear command do opposite things.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not really helpful. I had a plan. Now my plan is kind of sideways.
Darvan tends to do that.
Fine. Then this is what we'll do this time. I shall cast Oracle's Burden upon the Oni.
Okay.
It's 150-foot range, which means I can literally cast it on anything in this room.
Yep.
And it lasts 1 minute per level, which means for the duration of this fight, the Oni would, as long as it fails its will save against me, would be burdened with my magical curse of... God, what's it called?
Bullshittery.
Yeah, don't. It'll physical attacks completely.
What's the DC?
16.
It does not succeed.
Success. I'm just trying to find my curse so I can tell you exactly what it does. Sweet. Oh, I forgot to add some spells. Anyways. Your hands and forearms are shriveled as if you plunged your arms into blazing fire, and your thin, papery skin is sensitive to touch. You take a -4 penalty on attack rolls.
Okay.
Yeah, my curse is bullshit.
That. Ooh.
Yeah. So when you ask me why I don't hit things with shit, that's why.
The Oni is staring blankly at Darvan, so he doesn't seem to notice the physical effect, that they affect him, he just doesn't react to it currently.
Yeah. Technically, he also has the spell Scorching Ray, but given that he does not know this, he has it,
Yeah.
but he has no ability to use it.
Yep. Anything else for you, Ines?
I will do something intelligent with one of my skills. Oh, no, I know what I was going to do. I'm now going to fly up to the ceiling to prepare wherever I'm supposed to prep the ceiling.
For another...
Yeah, I'm just going to fly. That's it.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to attempt to alchemy it. I'm just going to attempt to be there. Success.
You succeed. The Grick does not save against the pheromone thing, so it will move towards the Oni.
And I get an attack of opportunity.
You get an attack of opportunity on it.
You smash it.
It dies before it even enters the water.
Goodbye.
So there is now weird worm paste floating in the water right there.
Fantastic.
And now it is your turn.
I'm going to
Scooch.
And on that one, it's going to get curse back. And I'm going...
Is it the right
that's
one?
On that one right here.
Okay, that one right there.
Yeah. And it's going to get cleaved into the other one.
Okay. So the first one is bleeding profusely. The second
that's
one
19.
is paste.
Nice.
Anything else you
I
would
knew
like to
there
do?
were...
That's about it.
Alright. Last Grick rolls.
In
Again.
the background, Inez does that little, like, see? Dead face.
You get an attack of opportunity as it moves towards the Oni.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ooh.
I love how
It
if you
is...
roll both correct.
It is almost dead.
Oh. Just let me breathe on it.
Practically, that's about all it would take.
Technically, it's moved into Sorin's space.
But not
Yes,
out of.
but not past. That's the furthest it could get with the...
True.
The Oni is forced to approach Darvan. Which means it gets attacks of opportunity from Cubla, Sorin, Saerenrae.
Meow. Meow. That one right there. Sorin. Sorin, please. Can you?
Smashity smash, smashity smash.
Can you?
Nice.
Those are claws, by the way.
So if you can see its health bar at this moment, I'm moving it down so you can see. It is nearly dead. And Darvan goes, oh thank God that worked. It is not able to do anything else, so that is the end of its turn. Would your Drake like to undaze itself?
Roll a save that's not higher than 10.
Your Drake is no longer dazed! Yay!
Yay!
We were dazed for days.
Yep, totally. Sorin, it is your turn.
Well, this thing get an attack of opportunity if Sorin walks up past it.
Yes.
Or is he still
Well,
distracted?
it is still distracted.
Just
So Sorin could walk past it.
Yes.
Sorin comes over here. Sorin's
Whack.
like, this is not going to end well for me. This is
Just-
probably going to hurt.
Melee, 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 melee.
Oh, I could do that.
You are going to end up in the water.
Mhm.
Okay.
I am well aware of this.
Okay. Okay, you hit with both of those. Not the third one, and both of those.
So a D6.
So you got the bite, one claw, and both rakes.
I'll be back.
D6 plus 2. But I'll check my numbers. 4, 2. Roll 1d4. 2d4 plus 4.
21 damage.
The thing collapses and dies.
What?
And since it was still under command, it can't even say something snarky at you guys as it does. It just collapses and dies like a bitch.
Inez stares at it meaningfully as it dies.
Anything else you would like to do, Sorin?
I don't think he can, like, save himself.
Yeah, he's
Or
already...
be in the water.
It's okay.
Cubla, do a running shove.
Well,
Yeah, this thing is still.
however, since you did kill it, it means that the Oni will not recover that many. You take 8 points of damage.
Is almost dead.
1 hit point left.
I honestly can't find any information about whether wild shape heals you or not. To switch between forms.
Cheat.
3.5 it does. I'm not sure about Pathfinder.
I know that in D&D, when you fall out of wild shape, you go back.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at it. Sorin, I think that's all you're doing. Cubla, it is your turn. Go breathe on the Grick.
Meow. Looks up meaningfully.
Like, do a bop. Bap it lightly.
I am going to use as much power as I can to.
It dies.
Meow. Looks sadly at Soren. Like, are you okay? Homan, are you okay? Homan. You guys just hear this constant stream. Meow, 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 meow.
So at this point, I'm going to have us leave initiative order. The only thing left is the Cobra.
Inez flies over here and immediately casts light wounds on Sorin.
Does what?
Darvan.
I have cleric spells.
Darvan will
So you
also.
inflict light wounds.
Darvan will inflict.
I'm back.
Darvan will.
Soren almost killed himself too. He beat the Oni.
Darvan will inflict moderate wounds. So 2d8 plus 1 point per caster level. So 2d8 plus 5. So that's 17 from Darvan.
Yay!
13.
Soren has an actual life. I think he's actually. Nope, not quite. It's like happy cat noises.
So Darvan.
Very relieved cat noises.
Darvan's like, now that you're healed, maybe you should come see if you can deal with this snake.
Also, maybe be a human again.
Although, at this point, that kind of sounds like maybe a good place to stop since
Grapple.
it is late.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll say that you guys stop here, and next time you will deal with the corrupted heart.
Hey, though.
You guys didn't die! Barely!
Barely.
The funny thing is,
closest to death.
when we got to the end of the fight, we were all mostly healed.
Yeah, well, except for Darvan, who's still at half.
That's because Darvan... I mean, Inez is like, it's because he doesn't have his glasses on.
Well, no, it's actually because Darvan took the time to command the Oni instead of healing himself.
You
more.
sound like Darvan. Inez is being silly.
You guys can actually literally hear. He's so relieved.
So that was actually a really close battle. You guys almost died several times.
Multiple times. All over the place.
Even Saerenrae got low-ish. And I'm sorry, your Drake was like the least useful.
Good night, world.
Poor guy. I think we should say that between modules, Saerenrae should take some time training him, and I will work up some better stats for him.
Probably.
Well, we'll say that you work with him and level him up a little with some training.
I mean, from my perspective, it was kind of sad to not been hit, but also I only have 32 hit points total. So
And they were doing like 16 points at a time.
I only have 36, and Sorin ran up to fight the stuff.
Darvan's got like 52.
I mean, Inez was trying to do more productive things because, as she stated, slapping people was just not going to be a thing.
Yeah, not you so much. Anyways, I hope it was entertaining and worth the wait, since this was a month-long wait. I am going to turn off the recording that I actually forgot we had on until right now. Goodbye, world! I forgot about you.